Okay, everybody, I have been sharing just a little bit about the block of the month for 2025, but realized I don't really have a video about it. And so here we are showing off the block of the month for 2025. This is in celebration of my 10 years of running Patchworkers Plus, which is my online quilt group. This is the only place you can get this pattern. It is exclusive to members only, but once you join for the pattern, you get everything else as well. So we have workshops with designers, we have swaps with our members, we have a monthly show and tell evening. We've got a lot of activities. We have another mystery quilt coming at the end of the year in the fall. But really, the block of the month is exclusive to the group, and it's a lot of fun to sew. This runs just like a regular block of the month. You have every month an assignment that will take you a couple hours to sew. So by the end of the year, you have this quilt finished. That is our goal, to help you finish at least one quilt per year. The block of the month is going to be that quilt for you this year. What is kind of fun about this quilt as well is members have chosen some of the blocks that are highlighted in here. But there are spaces in here which would allow you to add in your personal favorite block as well. So I am going to show you a few of the parts and go over kind of the layout, what you can expect, and how you can get started sewing along with me as well as all the other members. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, first off, I'm going to point out some of the blocks. So we have these blocks. Now there's 4 of them. So if I back out, you can see 4 of them. They're kind of the cornerstones, I guess, of the quilt. They are an Irish chain block. So my fabric is really busy. I do have to say that. The pattern is very toned down as far as I used solids in the example and also with the fabric materials list, and so it will help you a lot in choosing your own fabric. My fabric is very busy, so it's kind of a little bit harder to distinguish the blocks and stuff. So I apologize for that. Sometimes you just never know what it's going to look like until it's finished, and then you're like, wow, that's really busy. So anyways, so we've got the 4 corner pieces. And then we have our mix and match blocks. So this one is a star. And then over here, right there, we've got a basket. We also have a Sunbonnet Sue, which is a lot of fun. She's super cute. So I did raw edge applique, but you could use really your favorite method of applique on her. The templates and stuff like that come with this as well. We've got the friendship star right in the center of the quilt, which I love because my membership is all about building friendships, sewing with your quilty friends, chatting, talking, possibly visiting if you live nearby. You never know who your neighbor is. And then we do have a flower block as well. So these blocks in the center here are the ones that are the members' favorites. They can be switched out for your personal favorites, or if you would even like, you can switch out the Irish chain block as well, because all of these blocks are inset in a frame around it. And so it makes really super simple to switch out these blocks for one of your personal favorites. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if there's any block that you're interested in adding to the quilt, you can drop it in the group and I will figure out how you can make that block happen inside of your quilt. So I'm not going to just leave you hanging. If you've got an idea or a thought, somebody else might be thinking the same thing. And so I'll be able to find the instructions and help you, you know, switch out these blocks so it's a very personalized to you this year. Now, in the corners, let me, jumping around. There we go. This block right here, there are 4 of these, one in each corner, and it is paper pieced. Now, I don't want you to gasp and think that you can't do it, because you can. So I have the templates for you, or the paper that you can print to make this happen. As with all of the blocks that are in here, every month you get a video tutorial showing you how to sew them together. And so you'll get the PDF printable plus a video to walk through. You can pause it while you sew on it. But if you are ready to dip your toe into the paper piecing world, this block will help you. There are only 4 of these, 4 blocks in the quilt. And so you'll be able to practice it just enough to get the hang of it, to understand. And so if you really want to explore paper piecing later, you totally can. This will set you up for that. But just know that the templates are very simple, very basic, and it will not frustrate you. You should be able to do this. And if you've done paper piecing before, this is just a quick refresher for you as well. Now, the quilt is set on point. And so that means that we have, let's see, right here, we have some triangle sections. And so these go at the ends of the rows. So you've got this row coming up, and then you've got the triangle section, got this row coming up, and another triangle section. These are not as hard as you think. So the outside does have these triangles, and but there's plenty of forgiveness in the sizes, and you're not going to have any problem with this. And here we've got one of the other 4 corners, which is the paper piece block. And then down the side, we also have those triangle pieces as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't want you to be afraid of this quilt. I want you to have fun. I want you to explore maybe a new technique with the raw edge applique or needle turn if you love it. With the paper piecing technique, again, we have video tutorials walking you through those steps, so it won't overwhelm you. You'll be able to finish this whole quilt by the end of the year. I believe it measures 65-65, so it's square. You can add borders if you want to do that. The blocks are on point. Again, the featured blocks inside the quilt are exchangeable. So I did put the blocks in there with the members' requests, but if you have a thought of your own, you are more than welcome to personalize the quilt for you this year. That is a look at the Hidden Gems Block of the Month, which is exclusive to Patchworkers Plus members. We are open right now. We've got the whole year to look ahead, to quilt together, to build friendships, as well as learn a few things along the way. If you've got any questions, drop it in the comments. I'll also leave a link in there for you to kind of look at the materials list as well as the coloring page for this, so you can kind of play around with what you have. I'm always encouraging you to use your stash, but if you need to buy new fabric for this, we are going to love that as well. So we've got members right now starting to drop their materials that they have picked for this quilt. So you'll be inspired to see what is happening inside there, as well as maybe get some help if you need help choosing the fabric for this quilt. I think that's it for me. I really do hope you choose to come along and sew along with me this year. There is going to be a link in the description where you can go to find out more information. But if you got any questions, drop them in the comments. And what do you think? Do you love the quilt? Is it something you want to make this year? What quilts are on your list for sewing and finishing this year? Would love to hear about it.